coming off the ball, and Graham Barton, you know, this is what we talked about. When you're playing against an athletic guy like Hunter, he started as though he was going to rush inside, and then he goes to the outside with that quickness that he has and just gets right by Barton.
And now 3rd and 16 after the sack.
And the silent count, how they mix it up is really vital right now because this crowd is deafening.
Extra men on the rush. Ibuka out on the edge, 4th down. Alshire came in to make that stop, a gain of 7. And now we'll have a Riley Dixon sighting. First punt for Tampa Bay of the night with Jalen Knoll waiting for it. And there's under 3 to go in the first half.
It's a great job there on defense after they get the penalty. New set of downs with the Dylan Horton hands to the face. And they then force 3 more plays and a punt.
Good punt. Drives Knoll back. Out of bounds at the 30. 59-yard punt. 14-yard return. On that 2nd down play, Baker Mayfield went down. Danielle Hunter got him, and then Baker was grabbing that left leg. Able to pop up. Play 3rd down. To the sideline he goes. Texans ball down 4.
Eczema isn't always obvious.
Eczema isn't always red.
But now, eczema isn't always going to stop you.
With Ebglyss. Ebglyss is a once-monthly treatment to help those with moderate to severe eczema find real itch relief and real results. Like skin that's still more clear at 1 year.
If you're allergic to Ebglyss, allergic reactions can occur that can be severe. Problems can occur. Tell your doctor if you have new or worsening eye problems. You should not receive a live vaccine when treated with Ebglyss. Before starting Ebglyss, tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection.
Skin that's still more clear, even at 1 year? Clearly, it's possible with Ebglyss.
Talk to your doctor about Ebglyss for eczema.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, you get every game every Sunday, all in one place. And that's a lot of NFL. NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV. New users pay less.
The new Crafted Flats from Pizza Hut. 5 handcrafted recipes with more toppings, all for you. There's no reason not to get one or try all 5. New Crafted Flats are just $5 each till 5 p.m. and available till close. Only from Pizza Hut.
Age is just a number. I don't feel old.
I'm definitely a grandmother, but I'm not a granny.
You know I'm better than the girl of your dreams.
Hi, Mel.
Hello.
Hey, coming up tonight at 10 Eastern. Good game. 2 1-0 teams going at it out in the West in Vegas. The LA Chargers, Las Vegas Raiders. Chargers trying to start 2-0 for the 2nd straight year, and the love affair will be reunited between Jim Harbaugh and Pete Carroll, who don't really, it's not pretty with those two.
They can't get away from each other.
No.
You know, I mean, they're constantly in the same conference, the same division. They just keep going head to head.
Pete Carroll turning 74 today, the youngest 74-year-old in the history of the world officially. First down from the 30, and a handoff is to the rookie Marks. Nice gain on first down, a gain of 6. Kalijah Kancey is questionable to return. Here's where he got hurt. And they're saying it's a pec injury, and this is him just not able to finish the play. We saw him leave the field a moment ago.
Oh, man, what a good player he is, too. Now in his 3rd season and coming off a big game last week and was doing some good things in this one. And you know, I mentioned it a little bit earlier. You know, they got Hassan Reddick, but a question mark is, can they get the edge pressure? They got Vita Vea, and then they've got Kalijah Kancey, but now without him, it's a big blow to this Todd Bowles defense.
At the 2-minute warning, each side with 3 timeouts. By the way, this will be the 13th overall matchup between Carroll and Harbaugh. Carroll leads that head-to-head 7-5. Good game here in Texas. We're in Houston. Texans ball down 4, 2 minutes left.
Underground hotline. What's the password?
You know, I don't remember that part. All right, let's just not nitpick over the password stuff.
A former quarterback said it a lot.
I don't remember any more of this code speak.
It became like his super famous catchphrase.
This is Bob Ferguson. You understand that?
Bob, do you not watch football?
I need to find my daughter.
Call me back when you have the password.
Did you just...
Omaha. Omaha.
One battle after another, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. Only in theaters September 26th.
You got a baby?
Yeah.
Male, female?
She's a girl.
What's her name?
What does he want with me?
One battle after another. Rated R, September 26th.
Today, the best mobile network in the U.S. is T-Mobile. You see millions of real customers tested the networks, and T-Mobile sort of opened a can of whoop-up. So text and Insta-Talk and say, you won't believe where I am. Seriously, where am I?
McDonald's is putting value back on the menu, which means make it a meal and save. Extra value meals are back. So now, get a sausage McMuffin with egg meal for $5.
Barefoot, America's favorite wine brand, celebrates moments on and off the field. Last week, Buccaneers running back Bucky Irving found the end zone while rookie wide receiver Emeka Egbuka scored twice in his NFL debut, beating Falcons defensive back Mike Hughes for the game-winning touchdown, leading to a 23-20 Tampa Bay victory. This moment we love is brought to you by Barefoot, the official wine sponsor of the NFL.
Stay tuned for the Allstate halftime. SVP Ryan Clark, Jason Kelsey. First half takeaways from our game. They'll preview that Chargers-Raiders game, which is coming up after this one. And then 2 quarterback injury updates with Adam Schefter. And just before we hit air, there was news that J.J. McCarthy's got a bad ankle, and he could miss their next game on top of that. So Daniels with a knee, and then surgery upcoming, it appears, for Joe Burrow, which will take away the next 3 months for the Cincinnati Bengals, who we will have in a big game week 4 coming up in Denver with Jake Browning at quarterback. 2nd and 3. Stroud can't find anywhere to go except tuck it and run. And still on his feet. Nice run into Tampa Bay territory as he's able to get 19. So you see the injuries already. Purdy, great job by Mac Jones to fill in for him in that win yesterday at New Orleans for San Francisco. Fields went down with a concussion. These are big stars in the league.
Yeah, they really are, and we all know that it's a quarterback-driven league. You lose your starter, that permeates through the building. And can these backups step in and hold it together for when some of these guys might return?
A blitz from Servassier Dennis. He got picked up, and Dalton Schultz makes the catch for a gain of 4. C.J. Stroud in this game tonight, 4 completions of 20-plus yards to 4 different receivers. There's Dennis getting dumped by the rookie Woody Marks.
Well, that was a part of their attack in prior years, was the big play.
2nd and 6. Stroud can't get away. This time it's Gaines. And the former Rams defensive tackle gets his first sack of the year.
Just a great job up front. Laken Tomlinson, the left guard, he gets run over. And with a 4-man rush, C.J. Stroud just has nowhere to go with the football. They were on him quick.
Tampa Bay uses a timeout after a loss of 8. So now 3rd.
Whoa, nobody inside. I already told your buddies, a lot of violations here. Way too many occupants in a single dwelling. 8 exotic animals. That's 8 too many. And I found a pickup truck in the kitchen.
That's on me.
But I just got here.
Back it up, Brooke.
Take it up with the city, fellas!
So after the timeout, 46 seconds left, 3rd down and 14, Houston. Blitz again. Stroud in trouble. Dennis now in his face, and this one is downfield and incomplete for Nico Collins. And that'll bring up 4th down, and there's time on the clock for Tampa Bay to try to add to their lead.
Well, they bring the blitz from depth. Jacob Parrish, the rookie, you see him, number 25. Here he comes. He stumbles as he's trying to get through the line. And the defense trying to run out underneath some of these throws. Here was once he got outside the pocket, trying to see if he couldn't make a play. But good coverage behind that blitz from Tampa Bay that didn't allow Stroud to get the ball out quick.
So Nico Collins get his foot stepped on as he came out of that break. There's the punt by Townsend. Johnson lets it go over his head and into the end zone. It goes. 30 seconds left. 2 timeouts for Tampa Bay, up by 4, and they'll take over at their 20. Well, this has been an entertaining first half, and now we'll see if on the road Tampa Bay can do something here before the half and they get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, it started out as an offensive explosion, which both of these offenses were hoping for. And the defense has since then kind of settled in, and now it's been a bit of a defensive battle as we've moved through the rest of this first half. But we'll see what old Shake and Bake's got up his sleeve here.
He's talking about Baker Mayfield. He's
That's right.
Ready to go to work down here. See, the yards are dead even. The scoreboard, the points are not. You know, these Texans defenders are going to be coming after Mayfield as Evans makes the catch. And he got 9. And that timeout is taken right away before a 2nd and 1.
You know, that hit that we showed of Baker Mayfield, and it looked like it could have been a significant injury to that left knee, and for him to be back in the lineup, that's good to see.
Well, you wondered if Derek Stingley would see a lot of Mike Evans tonight, and the answer is yes. He's been across from big number 13 really since the game began.
Yeah, he's doing what he did last week against Devontae Adams, and not really something that they absolutely have to do, because Kamari Lassiter, number 4 on the opposite side, I mean, he's about just as good.
2nd and 1. Mayfield in trouble and able to just get rid of it in the direction of Otten with pressure by Anderson and Hunter, the 2 defensive ends.
You think about the flexibility that you know this defense gives DeMeco Ryans as the defensive play caller. That one, you've got these great edge rushers, you've got some interior guys, linebackers are physical and aggressive, then you got these 2 outstanding corners as well, and it allows you to just do a lot of things. And so, yeah, get the ball out quick, but against this group in general, you're going to have a hard time with these corners because they don't give up much space.
They've got a timeout. They've got to pick up the 1st down. Mayfield for Evans, and Evans overthrown by a lot. Pressure by Danielle Hunter, and now these defensive ends are starting to tee off on this offensive line of the Bucs.
And a nice job there by DeMeco Ryans. Totally changed up the look. They've been manning up. It looks like man here, but you got help at safety, and it's a zone coverage. So you got Baker initially thinking, okay, I got 2 deep with man underneath, and I got my guy Mike Evans, and I'll just get the size advantage with him. But they were in a zone coverage, and Stingley was underneath it.
Townsend just got it away. As this ball checks up just inside the 30 with 2 seconds left. So we are 1 snap away from halftime.
I don't know how he got that ball off.
Yeah, it was close.
Sure was.
Jake Hansen got through and almost, look at Hansen up in the air, and that ball just went past his arm.
Speaking of punters, we got Rigoberto Sanchez in Indianapolis. He's yet to even punt. I mean, this guy's on a 2-week vacation.
The Colts can't be stopped. They had no turnovers and no punts, and they're 2-0. As they took care of the Denver Broncos yesterday, and we'll send it down to Lisa.
D'Amico, you got off to a hot start, scoring on the opening drive. What has slowed down offensively since then?
We just got to keep making productive plays. Third down is the key to the game, both for us and for them. They've been able to stay on the field on third down. We got to get off defensively. And for us on third down, we just got to get in more manageable situations where we can stay on and can continue to make positive drives.
Nico Collins, just one catch in that first half. How do you get him going?
Yeah, we keep running our offense. We'll continue to try to get the ball to Nico. Nico's doing great. They made a great connection. See if we can come back the second half and hit it again.
All right, thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Lisa.
Third-year coach D'Amico Ryans looking for big things in 2025. His team is down by 4 at the half. The Allstate halftime comes your way next.
I checked Allstate first, saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check to see if anyone was watching before I stole cotton candy from a child. Checking Allstate first was really smart. Not checking the Jumbotron, not smart. Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds. Was it worth it? Yeah.
This is the Allstate Halftime.
Welcome to the Allstate Halftime. Tampa Bay has a 4-point lead over Houston here in New York City alongside Adam Schefter, Jason Kelsey, and Ryan Clark. I am Scott Van Pelt. And RC, this Houston team didn't score a touchdown the first week. They come right out of the gate and they started quickly. What did they have coming out of the locker room?
Well, I think the first thing was protection for the young quarterback, C.J. Stroud. And if you see the first half, he has 4 completions of 20 yards to 4 different receivers. And he found ways to get the football out of his hands. And they had opportunities to create explosive plays. Here you see this catch by Nico Collins down the sideline. When C.J. Stroud has an opportunity to set his feet in the pocket, he's one of the more accurate quarterbacks in the NFL. But you saw as the second quarter went along, they started to get some pressure on C.J. Stroud, so that protection needs to step up as it did early on in this game.
Houston got some pressure on Mayfield as well. But, Jason, we see Ibuka score again. What has Tampa Bay found early on in this game?
Well, they've been very good on first and second down. They've run the ball really well. I mean, if they want to neutralize Willie Anderson and Danielle Hunter, they're going to have to continue to do that. And we saw later in that half how when they were in that drop-back offense, they were able to get pressure on Baker. But here, listen, right tackle goes down. All of a sudden, in steps Charlie Heck. And they get a screen out here, right to the side. My man gets a good block on the corner. And then the right guard just carrying the guy in there. That's always good when you just enter in the end zone with the ball carrier.
You know, the thing I hate the most is, though, when J.K. and those guys get back there to the secondary, that's when they really want to puff them chests out.
There was roaring in the green room when the offensive lineman was down there escorting him into the end zone. All right, so the story of the day, a couple of games, but the story of the morning, Adam Schefter breaking the news, significant injuries across the league. Adam, what kind of updates can you share with us?
Well, Scott, we'll start with Joe Burrow in Cincinnati. He has a turf toe injury that will require surgery and will sideline him a minimum of 3 months. That means that he's out until, at the earliest, mid-December. And that would mean his rehab would have to go well. The Bengals would have to stay competitive for him to come back this season. If not, there's a chance that Joe Burrow has played his last down in 2025. As for J.J. McCarthy, he has a high ankle sprain. He'll be out 2 to 4 weeks. Keep in mind, the Vikings have a bye in week 6, so they could hold him out of the next 3 games, and he would get 5 weeks to rest, but he's not going to play this week against the Bengals, and Carson Wentz will start. And Jaden Daniels is dealing with the knee sprain that leaves him day to day. He would like to try to play. There are others that are preaching caution right now. We'll see if Daniels can be out there on Sunday for the Washington Commanders, but he has a left knee injury right now that is an issue.
That's the neighborhood where I live, and you can imagine, Adam, given what he did to that organization last year, resuscitating the hopes of an entire city. There's a lot of nervousness right now, and it is a long season. So week 3, short week for the Raiders, who will be playing in our second game tonight, and we will get you set for Game 2. That's one of the very best at his position, and he is being compensated accordingly. That is Max Crosby, who is earning all the dollars as a sacker of the quarterback. It's the Raiders and the Chargers. Our nightcap from Vegas. Some reports are on the way.
This is the Allstate Halftime.
We are young, we are fun, lost in the moment.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You don't just give an extra hand, you give your whole heart, because it feels good to raise up the community that raised you. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Fans are the heartbeat of the game. The fans aren't there and the energy isn't up, it can completely change the momentum of the game. In my relationship with fans, it's extremely important. Knowing that I have all of these amazing women by my side who know that they belong here, it is everything. Fan like a pro at NFLshop.com.
Come back to the Allstate halftime.
Hello, fans. It's Jimmy and Guillermo. We hope you're enjoying the game, right, Guillermo?
Right. Back to you, Scott Bampel.
But first, I need to say that join us after the game with John Oliver, Frank Grillo, and Zach Brown Band on Jimmy Kimmel Live.
Can I say it now? Yes. Back to you, Scott Bampel.
Thank you, Guillermo. Geno Smith in the building, not here to roll the dice.
Bad man.
Here to run the table. From fabulous Las Vegas, team reports now on the way.
Well, Scott, this Chargers team has a lot of confidence coming off their Week 1 win against the Chiefs, so they're hoping to pick up right where they left off. But something of note on this defense, they could be pretty thin at the linebacking position. We knew that Denzel Perryman wasn't going to be able to play because of a high ankle sprain. Troy Dye will likely start in his position, but his counterpart in the middle, Dayon Henley, was downgraded to questionable this afternoon due to an illness. So if he's unable to play, you could see rookie Marlowe Wax get some run. The Chargers like their depth, but something to keep an eye on as we kick off here in Vegas. Now let's send it over to the Raiders sidelines and check in with Peter Schrager. Pete?
Thank you, Katie. Today is actually Pete Carroll's birthday. He turned 74 years old, breaking his own record as the oldest coach in NFL history. He got a good birthday present. News that Brock Bowers is likely going to play despite not practicing all week except for Saturday. Bowers has a left knee injury but is expected to go, meaning he'll have one of the best tight ends in all of football on the field tonight. Scott, back to you.
Peter, Katie, thank you very much. All right, Swag is on an airplane head home. He has phoned in his pick on.
Congrats, Swag.
Jason, you like who and why?
I like the Chargers. I think the Chargers look really good. They look great against Kansas City, and I expect them to continue that tonight.
Yeah, I like the Chargers as well. The way that Greg Roman put this game or put that game in the hands of his quarterback, Justin Herbert, and the way that he was able to deliver and using Derwin James defensively as that chess piece. I love what these teams have going for them, and I feel like the Los Angeles Chargers get a win tonight.
That'd be monstrous for them. I mean, not only would they start with 2 wins away from home, but they would be within the division 2-0 already. I'm a buyer of the Raiders. I think that the change within Pete Carroll, that man right there, a new OC. I could be wrong. I'm buying what they're selling. We'll see if he's going to run the table for real. Geno and the Raiders are nightcap. SportsCenter will be with you in the wee hours of the morning. You hanging out for that?
I'm hanging out with you all night, brother. It's me and you.
We got cookies.
You know how we do.
Enjoy some football as you do at home. Travel safely home. Jason enjoyed the second half. It'll be the Buccaneers getting the football coming out of the locker room. Ibuka, the rookie out of Ohio State, 3 touchdowns already. It's a 4-point lead for the Bucs. Enjoy the second half. See you for SportsCenter when we're done.
Thank you for watching the Allstate halftime.
A blind spot that's never out of sight. How it should be. The Hyundai Tucson.
Get 1.99% APR or $1,750 bonus cash on the Tucson or lease for only $249 a month. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today.
The new Popeyes Hot Ones menu has something for the spice curious, the spice lovers, and the full-fledged certified spice lords. That flavor's fire. Attempt the Popeyes Hot Ones menu. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Don't you want some more? 'Cause I can feel your love. I can feel your love.
Why don't you bring flowers like a normal person? It's your father's favorite casserole.
Who even eats it anyways?
I've been meaning to tell you.
Your father's alive. What? We figured out how to pay for school. Dad faked his death so his art would skyrocket in value.
He's been down there for months.
Had to lay low while I sold all the paintings. Hi, babe. I told the kids. Say hi.
Hi, Dad.
We're so happy you're alive. Or we could look at a few different savings options.
I've been dying to see some options.
The right money moves aren't as dramatic as you think.
To be a part of Dancing with the Stars feels incredible.
I've never really been on stage before, but I'm hoping it runs in the family.
I hope to learn more about my body and what she's capable of. There's only one me, baby.
The mirror ball is up for grabs.
And I'm taking it.
Get me in there. Let's go.
Dancing with the Stars season premiere live Tuesday on ABC and Disney Plus. Next day on Hulu.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place. Where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. Cheesy, bacony scrambles with crispy hash browns are also just $6. Where French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP.
Like us, you might be suffering from moderate to severe obstructive sleep apnea, or OSA. We are the undiagnosed. We've been told we snore at night and gasp for air. Daytime sleepiness is a drag, but we still have people who count on us. And we're more than just human beings. We are humans being. OSA is a chronic condition tied to breathing interruptions and oxygen deprivation during sleep. You're undiagnosed? That was us. Talk to your doctor about OSA. Let's keep being humans, being.
Copyrighted by NFL Productions for the private use of our audience. Any other use of this broadcast or any pictures, descriptions, or accounts of the game without the consent of NFL Productions is prohibited.
Tonight's first half highlights are presented by Target. It is a warm night in Houston, Texas, and a good matchup. Collins, touchdown! What a catch! What a throw! Mayfield, touchdown! Ryan Miller, and a really nice route. Ibuka looking for a block, got it. Emeka Ibuka, touchdown Tampa Bay. Get everything you need to win game day at Target. It's a 4-point game as the second half is about to get underway with the visiting Tampa Bay Buccaneers trying to start 2-0 for the 5th straight season. Up by those 4 points. Welcome you inside the broadcast booth. Joe Buck and Troy Aikman with Lisa and Laura down on the field. I know they're leading by 4, and they're about to get the ball Tampa Bay, but it seems like with the injuries and the reshuffling on the offensive line, time's starting to run out for Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I would agree with that. It seems like it coincided with about the time that Luke Gedeke went down at right tackle, and so they've had to shuffle some things up a little bit, and the pressure's beginning to get to him. And the good thing for Baker and Tampa Bay is they've got a plan B, and that is Bucky Irving. They've had some success running the football, whereas for the Houston Texans, they've really had no ground game again this week in C.J. Stroud being the leading rusher. So that's going to affect them as we move through the rest of this ball game as well.
Fairbairn with a line drive. This is Tucker on the return. Third string running back is able to get it across the 25, and that is it. Tonight's total replay is brought to you by United Airlines, and here is how those defensive ends are getting after Baker.
Well, that's the focal point when you come in against the Houston Texans. There you got Hunter, we saw Will Anderson, and here's both of them collapse in the pocket, and that's where it all starts. You better have answers for them, and you see they're not giving these guys much help on the outside. They're pretty much being asked to try to block them one-on-one, and that's a lot to ask of anybody.
From the 28, they're going to start on the ground with Irving. And Bucky Irving with a nice gain on first down as he gets 7. So just to repeat, The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are without Tristan Wirfs. He did come back to practice this week, but the 4-time Pro Bowl left tackle is not ready to go. Had knee surgery in July. And then Luke Gedeke, their other starting tackle out on the right side, left in the first half, re-aggravating that foot. So they're down to Graham Barton at left tackle, his second game out there ever. He played center last year as a rookie, and Charlie Heck at right tackle. Not much room at all for Irving, and it'll be 3rd and short coming up.
Well, it helps when you're able to hand the ball off on first down and pick up the gain that they did. And didn't get as much there on second down, but sure makes it a manageable 3rd down. And as we talked about, Tampa Bay was excellent last week in that win against Atlanta, and they've been good again tonight on this down.
Jalen Petrie, who was questionable with a rib injury, back in there for Houston. That's great news. For DeMeco Ryans, it's 3rd down and a long one. Quick setup and throw, and he goes to Shepard. And the longtime New York Giant, Sterling Shepard, who came aboard with the Bucs a season ago, gets 5.
They're going to a little bit of a hurry up. There's Kevin Carberry, who I talked about a little bit earlier, and the job that he's done with this offensive line this year especially, but last year he did a good job as well.
Fake the handoff, and Shepard again. Nice gain on first down as he's brought down by Bullock, the safety. A gain of 7.
So they're going to try to slow this pass rush down a little bit, up the tempo offensively, get these guys to where they've got to start running sideline to sideline, ball out quick.
Back to Irving, made one man miss, but To'o didn't. Right there in the hole, and he just dropped Bucky Irving for a loss of 1.
Well, this is what it's like playing linebacker in the NFL. Watch his eyes and how he reads all the action in the backfield, and then he just fills the hole. And that, if you don't play that style of aggressiveness and attack, you won't play for DeMeco Ryans. There's 11 guys. It doesn't matter what position. Last week, Kamari Lassiter, who's one of the best cover corners in football, he led the team in tackles. So they got 11 guys who fly to the football.
3rd down and 4. Mayfield, time runs out. Mayfield tipped up, and down he goes. It's 4th down. And it was Sheldon Rankins who got his hand on the legs or the foot of Mayfield to get the sack and a loss of 4.
Well, that's a great job, and they're so happy to have him back. He was here in 23. Last year he went to Cincinnati, and he's back this year. And what an added addition he is for this defensive front.
Noel waits for the punt from Dixon. 1 first down by Tampa Bay on that possession. That's it. This punt is deep and into the end zone. So the Texans, who are looking for their first win of the season in their home opener, get that defensive play by Sheldon Rankins. As Troy said, happy to have him back. It's Texans football, down 4.
This right here, ESPN Bet, this is the sports book that gives fans the tools they need, like stats at your fingertips while you bet. Just the thing to line up that perfect parlay. One expert picks, oh yeah, we got those too. That guy's got some good points. Whatever kind of fan you are, ESPN Bet's got you covered. With everything you need to bet smarter and score more from the game. ESPN Bet, the sports book for sports fans. And right now, get $100 in bonus bets when you make your first $10 bet.
The anticipation of a new McDonald's sauce has reached its sweet, smoky, and gold pinnacle. Special edition gold sauce.
Okay, Nate, it's just one smile, okay? One smile, and then we can go home, okay? No, that's too much teeth.
Nate, come on.
You gotta look at the camera, honey.
Nate, listen to your mother.
Buddy, look up, okay? No, that's too far up. This isn't working. DeVito, you're in.
Tommy DeVito, backup Nate.
If only there were backups in real life.
Hey, guys, follow me on this one.
But at least there's Progressive to protect your home and auto.
See? Now that's a smile. Okay, now everybody look at DeVito on this one.
Week 3 of the NFL season kicks off with Thursday Night Football starting at 8:15 p.m. Eastern on Prime Video. Stream games live on your mobile device with NFL Plus.
We form a bond stronger than blood because ours is a family forged in fire.
We have a major storm heading towards Nashville.
911, what's your emergency?
We need to get people evacuated now.
All right, 113. We are on the move.
Hard to believe Max Crosby has never been a first-team All-Pro. He has made the last 4 straight Pro Bowls. But a second-team All-Pro, he's absolutely relentless. And he'll be coming after Justin Herbert tonight. That matchup between the Chargers and the Raiders coming up at 10 Eastern. Chris Fowler, Dan Orlovsky, Louis Riddick, Katie George, and Peter Schrager on the call from Vegas.
Hey, Dan Orlovsky, he's the hardest working guy on television. Every time I turn on ESPN, he's on.
And then when he's not in the studio, he goes on with McAfee like from his car.
I mean, when the guy sleeps.
Let's go down to Laura Rutledge, who knows how hard Dan works just each and every day.
Yeah, Dan's going to love that you guys are talking about that. I want to update you guys on something. Kalijah Cansey, the D lineman for the Bucs, is out for this game with a pectoral injury, a massive blow to this Bucs defense. And Todd Bowles telling me they're going to have to do it with a rotation of Greg Gaines, Logan Hall, the rookie Elijah Roberts. He said somebody's got to step up here now.
Here's Nico Collins, Laura making the catch and a first down out to the 40. Good throw from C.J. Stroud as he hits big number 12 in stride for 16 yards.
Well, Tampa Bay, they bring the blitz. They pick it up nicely, and Zion McCollum, who got beat for the touchdown, he's locked one-on-one. Good route there by Nico Collins, but he gets inside, and then it's just a matter of ball placement and beating it. But here's the pickup. Nick Chubb inside. Got a clean lane then on the throw to Collins.
Just Collins' second catch of the game. The other one, a 29-yard touchdown that made it 7-zip. Handoff to Chubb, and Servassier Dennis is in there to make that tackle, a gain of 2.
Well, you've got to believe that if Houston's going to have success offensively here in this second half, like we saw on that opening drive, the ball's got to get to Nico Collins. I mean, the offense pretty much runs through him. It's hard to imagine them being able to do much on that side of the ball if he's not touching it.
No targets tonight for either of the high draft picks, Jalen Noel and Jaden Higgins, the rookies, teammates at Iowa State. On 2nd and 8, Stroud steps through, fakes the throw, and draws a crowd. 3rd and short coming up as Yaya Diaby, first time we've said his name tonight, makes the stop, but a gain of 6.
It's been a lot of this offense tonight is C.J. Stroud scrambling. Here's a look. They got initially he's looking at Nico Collins. He was in the slot. He had Jakob Johnson, who was coming across on the drag route. Not a big receiving threat, but that was about the only guy who really created any type of separation.
Stroud is sacked on 3rd down and 2 by Tyke Smith. So Todd Bowles bringing pressure, and the protection breaks down. It's 4th down.
Well, Goombawale, he's in there in the backfield, and he just gets trucked right here by Tyke Smith. I mean, he just goes right through him, and C.J. Stroud, he's sitting there thinking we've got this picked up, and bam.
Tyke played slot last year. They moved him to safety before the draft. He played some in college, and boy, did he bring it on that 3rd and 2. Beautiful punt by Townsend. And it checks out of bounds inside the 10. Well done by Tommy Townsend. And the Buccaneers get the ball back. 53-yard perfect punt. Warm night. A look at downtown Houston. They're Texans down 4.
Don't sleep on this one, Bucs fans. Gillette's Best Shave has a new look this season, and it's looking smooth. Talk about putting your best face forward. Gillette's Best Shave is now the best a fan can get. Now at Walmart and Walmart.com.
The international games are back on NFL Network. And here our stars come out in the morning with a return to London and debuts in Dublin, Berlin, and Madrid. It's Sunday morning football. The NFL.
All your Y2K favorites are back for only $3 or less. Only at Taco Bell.
Mom, I think something's off.
So you think this is a game? It's time for me to show you who I am.
Rated R. Only in theaters Friday. This is the one who makes sparks fly. Getting it done takes the right material, experience, and the right partner. The professional-grade products you need. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Today, let's paint with Behr.
Wait, we don't have Behr.
Well, what do you have?
It just says ain't.
I thought you said you researched this.
Aren't all paints the same?
No, they're not. Get the most trusted paint brand in America at an everyday low price. Only at the Home Depot.
I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds on my car insurance. Unfortunately, I didn't check if I unlatched Bevo's gate while taking a selfie.
Bevo, no! Come back!
Checking Allstate first was really smart. Not checking Bevo's gate, though, not smart. Well, at least I checked Allstate first and saved hundreds. Hook 'em.
Good news, TV's #1 drama is back. Caitlin Olsen tackles LAPD's toughest cases in the new season of High Potential, premiering tomorrow night on ABC. And you can catch a special replay of the very first episode to get hooked after tonight's game. Tampa Bay's ball sitting at their 8. They lead by 4. For the Buccaneers, their worst starting field position. Each team tonight scored on their first 2 possessions. Each team 3 punts since. On first down, Irving got 2. Second down and 8 coming up. There are the numbers. First 4 drives we saw scoring. Last 6 drives we've seen Riley Dixon and Tommy Townsend. They're the punters. Crowd's trying to get back in it. 2nd and 8. Hand off to Irving. Good blocking on the right side of this offensive line, and then the legs of Bucky Irving just driving for what looked to be enough for a first down.
Oh, it's a nice job offensively. The Houston Texans showing a 2-deep shell, and the Buccaneers were in 2 tight ends, and so hand the ball off to Bucky Irving. You know, you've got a favorable matchup in the run game, and then, you know, he's able to make the first down just handing it off to him.
You got the first down, a gain of 8. Little breathing room. Ball is out to the 18. Irving on the handoff, able to cross the 20 as we send it down to Lisa.
Hey, Joe, you guys were talking about Sheldon Rankins returning to Houston. No one was happier about that than Will Anderson. Anderson calls Rankins his OG. He says he was my vet since my rookie season when Anderson was taken under Sheldon Rankins' wing. And he said even when Rankins spent last season with the Bengals and he got back here, he said the relationship picked up right where it left off. He said just having him back just makes him feel like he can play so much more freely.
Yeah, Lisa, he's had a couple of big plays in this game. Sheldon Rankins. Here's Baker Mayfield just able to get rid of it with C.J. Gardner-Johnson tripping him.
The pass is incomplete. It's 3rd down.
And Mayfield avoided the sack to bring up 3rd down and 8.
Well, they bring the slot blitz, and it forces Baker then out of the pocket because they off of play action. They thought they were going to get the one-on-one. C.J. Gardner-Johnson comes from here, and they think they've got a chance for a big play down the field, but yet they're just not able to shore it up.
Third down and 8. Anderson got a great jump off the line of scrimmage, and the pass broken up, and Stingley won that battle. Mike Evans the target, and Stingley was right there.
Yeah, and that's what I was talking about earlier in this game is the advantage that Houston has. So they bring pressure, and now you got one-on-one, but you've got a corner who's able to come up and just get locked up right in the face of Mike Evans. And you see just great eye discipline on Stingley's part. You know, here's the pressure that's coming. Baker knows he can't hold the football very long, but typically when you play against teams, they don't have corners like Stingley, and it's a little bit of Russian roulette for a defense to play that kind of game.
Dixon just got it away with Noel getting brought down immediately. That was Izien. And Christian Izien downfield covering the punt to perfection. Back to work, C.J. Stroud. C.J. Gardner-Johnson, his first year with the Texans, helping to get the offense for the Bucs off the field.
With NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, Jason Kelsey can watch every game every Sunday, all in one place. But how much NFL in one place can he handle?
Yes! Whoa!
What have we done? NFL Sunday Ticket TV. Every game, every Sunday, new users pay less.
Compliments of the chef. Oh? He was so glad that he had emergency roadside service with Geico. And since they saved his bacon, he presents to you a bacon tart flambe. With Vic.
Mate, look, I don't need special treatment. I'm just happy that he's happy.
You're too humble, Mr. Gecko. Which is why we also present to you, and I don't need special treatment, run-of-the-mill grilled cheese.
Oh, now we're talking.
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Get more savings in service. Get more with Geico.
You've earned this, so hold it up high. You handle chaos with composure, because everything you do behind the scenes sets the stage for the big day. You are a fighter, and this is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Let me tell you about this new Pretzel Cheddar Club. Hey, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ebony. And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A Pretzel Cheddar Club
is the tangy Dijon with the pretzel bun. When I add the Dijon mustard to this pretzel bun, it takes it to a whole nother level.
It goes perfectly with the chicken and the cheddar cheese and the bacon.
Man, you know how much you love bacon. And I love the different varieties. Grilled, spicy, original. It gets you nice and excited for fall.
Real guests paid for their testimonials.
From 2020 to 2022, the Texans had 11 total wins, fewest in the league. They hired DeMeco Ryans. They drafted C.J. Stroud. Both came in as rookies, respectively. In each of the last two seasons, they've won 10 games. They've won the AFC South. They've made the divisional round, but it still burns them, and C.J. Stroud in particular, when we talked to him, that they did not get past Cincinnati last year in the divisional to get to their first AFC champ game in franchise history, which dates back to 2002.
Well, every young team goes through it, and eventually you get to a point, and C.J. Stroud's at that point now, that, you know, just getting to the playoffs, winning 10 games, 11 games, getting to the divisional round, it's not enough. And it's not enough for DeMeco Ryans either.
Here's Marks off the edge. McCollum crashes down to make the tackle, a gain of 3.
So you turn around a program like DeMeco Ryans has since he got here, and there's a lot to feel good about. There's a look at Cal McNair, the owner. And they have high expectations, and they talked about it last year when they lost to Kansas City. And so the pressure only gets greater, and it's good. It's good for the city. It's good for the organization. And this team is capable of doing it. And like I said, that's why week 1 is always overemphasized, a tough opener for them. But it's a big game tonight.
Stroud's in trouble. Diaby chasing him. Now Hall. And C.J. Stroud just has to get rid of it. Yaya Diaby got through. And then Logan Hall, the second-round pick, who played collegiately here in Houston, Couldn't get there, but forced the throw, and it's 3rd and 7.
Yeah, and Levante David, he comes off the edge as well when he sees it, and he's able to get him moving a little bit in that pocket, and that's kind of what Tampa's had to do in order to get pressure on C.J. Stroud. They've kind of had to create it and manufacture it a little bit.
Don't want to shortchange Greg Gaines, who came up the middle, getting more playing time now with Kalijah Kancey out with a pec injury. It's 3rd and 7. Pressure and a sack, Levante David. And the rookie Elijah Roberts was in there as well. It's 4th down, and the crowd booing here in Houston.
Well, they put Servassier, Dennis, and Levante David then in the A-gaps, and they're trying to create single blocking, and you don't know which one's coming. And Levante David looks like he's going to drop into coverage. They expect him to, and then here he comes, right up the gut. And he's got a clean shot.
For Levante David playing in his 200th career game, that's number 3 on the all-time Bucks list. Townsend hits it again. He's been busy. Cam Johnson waiting for it. And Cameron backpedaling is just able to get it to the 21. On the Bucks all-time list, 2 Hall of Famers in front of David. Rondé Barber, Derrick Brooks. And in career game number 200, Levante David and a rookie, Elijah Roberts, make a play. Bucks ball up 4.
Okay, goal of this play is to get USAA membership. Why do we love USAA, team?
Because they still call Mom Sergeant. And they pay Dad's claims super fast after that scary thunder.
And they make it easy for Grandpa to have insurance and banking in one app.
That's right. USAA is so good. Gotta make this play work for me.
USAA membership. Always the smart play. Become a member today.
Wait, how's that going to help us win a football game?
I don't know.
Rated mature.
Short on nothing, big on weekend. Only on Royal Caribbean.
Thursday Night Football on Prime. It's on.
This week, an AFC East rivalry ignites as the Miami Dolphins battle the Buffalo Bills in a heated division showdown.
There he goes again. Can you believe this? Breaking tackles through the middle. James Cook.
Stream Thursday Night Football. Dolphins, Bills at 7 p.m. Eastern, only on Prime.
Behind every great fortune is a great crime.
Is this blood money?
FX is The Lowdown. Premieres September 23rd on FX. Stream on Hulu.
Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
I see myself, because in 10 years, I'll probably be like, just starting my NFL career.
For real?
Yeah. Wait, because I'm 12. So,
yeah.
8 years, I'm probably be in still college.
No.
Can I be 20 years old?
You said it right.
What the hell? What the hell?
Well, if you want a guy to follow and a guy to feel good about, Jalen Smith, who's been in and out of this game, 3rd-round pick from USC. As we said earlier, played in the Snoop Youth Football League. Snoop's got over 40 players that have come through that program to get to the NFL, and that was an interview they conducted 10 years ago. And here he is, the National Football League, as what a throw. Mike Evans on a perfect throw from Baker Mayfield working against Stingley, and he just can't drop it in any better than that.
No, and Mike Evans able to get a little bit of separation. Wasn't a whole lot to his release. He just takes off the line of scrimmage, but he's able to create at least a little bit of separation from Derek Stingley, and the ball's just thrown perfectly before Stingley can even get his head turned around.
Tampa Bay's longest play of the game. Just their 5th first down over their last 5 possessions as this one drifts out of bounds for Evans, and heavy pressure by Jalen Petrie. who was coming on a blitz, something he does very well.
Yes, he does. He's a very physical player. They try to get him in coverage if they can. He can struggle at times there, but I'm a big fan of what he's able to do, and he comes completely unblocked at the top of the screen. And Mayfield wasn't accounting for him and had nowhere to go with the football.
Rachaad White comes into the ball game. They hand it to him, able to break loose, got past the line of scrimmage and ducks out of bounds with a first down. Nice run by Rachaad White and a good 1-2 punch for the Bucs at running back with Bucky Irving and White, who just got 12.
Yeah, really nice. And that's the benefit, as I was talking about, that Mayfield has had that Stroud has not, that he's at least gotten something out of his run game to help take some of the pressure off. So, you know, you're second and long, and to be able to hand the ball off and get a new set of downs is a real luxury in this game.
Buccaneers now over 100 rushing yards in the game. As they hand to White. What a run. Are you kidding? He got almost 10, might have gotten 10. They're going to give him 9.5. And I mean, he was picking his way through bodies from the second he got the ball.
Well, Joe, I talked about how he gets stronger as the game goes along. And you see here in the third quarter the way that he finishes this run here. I mean, he gets up in there and you're going to see the contact. And he gets a few more yards after that.
Second and short. They pick it up, and White just keeps rumbling down near the 20. And it was maybe a touchdown-saving tackle by Azeez Al-Shaair after a gain of 16, and now he's down. C.J. Gardner-Johnson missed a tackle, and Al-Shaair is down. So they'll check on him. We'll take a break. The ground game is working for Tampa Bay in this one. Up 4.
I'm not really one for the spotlight, but there is some gravy to be had. You know, I always seem to get primo parking. But you don't have to be a VIP to get more than just savings with Geico. Every customer gets tip-top service with 24/7 fast, friendly claim support.
I never do this, but could I get a picture?
Yeah, it's not like you run into animal celebrities every day.
Stop. It's Doug the Pug! Doug!
I stand corrected.
I literally never do this.
Get more than just savings. Get more with Geico.
Cole's mom, what do you think of this,
Shacket?
shacket?
Half shirt, half jacket. Best of both. Like brunch or spork or...
A centaur. A man caught between two worlds.
Oh, I got chills.
When things heat up, you don't just want a cold one. You want the coldest one. The cold lagered, cold filtered, cold packaged one. Mountain Cold Refreshment. Coors Light. Choose chill.
Let's go.
Hey, welcome back to what should be a thrilling second half.
Plan your commuter on this dreary Monday morning.
Absolutely electric tonight.
Wait! Wait, wait, wait! Go, go, go! Yeah!
Here is the injury for two-time captain Azeez Al-Shaair as he gets kind of kicked or the calf into the face mask. He was down for a while, but able to get up, walk off the field under his own power, and now Christian Harris comes in to take his spot. But they are rolling Tampa Bay on the ground, and that's the difference in the ballgame here of late.
Yeah, Josh Grizzard, as I said, first time to call plays last week. He's figuring this thing out. You got Bucky Irving down in the backfield, and he's running the ball the way he is. Just keep feeding it to him.
They've had Irving and White. White is back in there, and why not? They go to him, and this time, Houston stuffs it. And a visual to what Troy was talking about earlier in the first half. The Buccaneers, between 22 and 23, they were worst in the league running the ball. Last year they were 4th. And right now they're up over 100 yards in the game compared to 52 for Houston.
There's old Josh Grizzard, who you said from Lizard Lick, North Carolina. You know they're all tuned in watching tonight.
On 2nd down and 9, Mayfield. Ibuka can't get to it.
Well, we saw Ibuka getting wrapped on the sidelines just a few moments ago, and he's trying to get to the middle of the field, and I don't know if it's hindering him in any way at all, but it didn't look like he got there quite as quickly. It's a pretty tight wrap that he has. You see the double move. He's just not able to quite get across.
And there he is getting wrapped earlier in this second half. They're already without Chris Godwin and Jalen McMillan. 3rd down and 9. Mayfield, end zone. Evans, spinning try, incomplete. And Will Anderson had pressure on Baker Mayfield, forced that throw. It's 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, that's a tight throw, and there's just no real estate along the sidelines. You see as Evans comes off the ball, he runs straight to the sidelines. Stingley's got eyes on the ball, and boy, there's just, plus with Bullock coming over the top, it's just nowhere for Mayfield to feel comfortable throwing that football to give him a chance.
38-yard try by McLaughlin. First attempt of the night, and hits the upright. He missed one in Atlanta and now misses the 2nd field goal in his 7-year career. A try between 30 and 39 yards. This one from 38, no good. And this game stays 14-10.
Dad, I'm a genius. I figured out how to make us penguins fly.
That's going to be tricky without wings.
Exactly. That's why I've got Red Bull. It gives you wings. All we have to do is drink it.
And how?
Come on, Dad, just drink it. But why?
Why? It's 40 degrees below. Do you think we're standing here for fun?
Red Bull gives you wings, but only if you drink it.
Aww.
How do we choose? I know. Gemini, my skin's dry but sticky from the heat. What here could help?
Tough combo. I see some serums which hydrate without being too heavy.
What do the Korean locals use?
Essence is like a light serum that's popular here.
Which one?
Now this is legit.
Anything for Bud Light, official beer sponsor of the NFL.
Right.
It's almost time. Can you feel it? The stiff arm, the unstoppable force, feeling a whole lot of horsepower and that Detroit toughness. Feeling all the feels for Lions-Ravens next Monday at 8 on ABC and ESPN.
Live and direct, the nation's on the set. Both like a train when the West is neck to neck. Spin to rock the game, spot respect. To win your spot, put it all on the deck. Flex.
Pair of 1-0 teams going at it. Coming up next, starting at 10 o'clock Eastern here in Houston. With a minute 1 left in the third quarter, still 14-10 after that 38-yard miss by Chase McLaughlin, who's just sick about it over on the sideline. Houston still down by just 4 as they hand and Chubb, one of his better runs of the game gets 7. Leading rusher for Houston is C.J. Stroud.
Hey, that was close. That was close by Nick Chubb. They haven't had a whole lot to show for the run game, but if he's able to get through that initial line and it was close, he's got a chance to get a big play. But that's a good way to start it.
Seven carries, 18 yards. Chubb able to pick up the blitzer for a moment, and the pass is incomplete. 3rd and 3 coming up, and a flag is down in the secondary.
Illegal contact. Defense number 21. It's a 5-yard penalty. Automatic. First down.
Rookie Benjamin Morrison, 2nd-round pick from Notre Dame.
Yeah, definitely contact. Nico Collins. They're going to have the one-on-one look that C.J. Stroud was hoping for, and he gets a hold of him there. And then again, when he's trying to kind of work back into it, you see the flag come out. But he didn't get a chance to play last week with the hamstring. But a guy they're going to be dependent on as they move through this season.
On first down, this one is caught by the tight end. Schultz makes a nice move and got 10. Depends on where they put it down. They put it right at midfield, which is right at first down yardage. And that'll end the quarter. They're going to move it back a half yard. It'll be 2nd down and less than 1 when we start the 4th. So we had the missed field goal by McLaughlin's. Houston's ball at midfield, trailing in their home opener by 4.
Michelin innovates on the road and far beyond by manufacturing prosthetic leg belts that allow for greater flexibility of movement. Michelin, motion for life.
Saturday, John Cena, Brock Lesnar. The world will be watching. Stream WrestlePalooza on the ESPN app Saturday night.
At Burger King, you write the rules of value.
Your rule number 105, Cineminis are part of the meal.
No. It's the whole meal. You can choose all Cine Minis with the $5 duo or $7 trio.
Being Courtyard's official fan ambassador has opened a new world for me. Now I get to hang out with NFL fans all season long. See you on game day.
To those who live the life of service, whose commitment goes above and beyond, we're for you and your family, no matter how long or how long ago you served. Exclusive life insurance for current and former feds since 1943.
Styled for the wild. Built for the bold. With next generation power. Toyota Tacoma. Redefine your limits. Buy yours now and save with low 2.99% APR financing. Toyota, let's go places.
The new Popeyes Hot Ones menu has something for the spice curious, the spice lovers, and the full-fledged certified spice lords. That flavor's fire. Attempt the Popeyes Hot Ones menu. Love that chicken from Popeyes.
Bundle.
No scoring since early in the second quarter. Still 14-10. Just had a missed field goal try by McLaughlin.